Welcome back. So we're going to break in and start actually doing these patrols. Probably play for a couple hours here. Probably not quite a couple hours. At least do these patrols, get started on the Gabali homeworld. But at least get a little bit further into the Delta story arc. So we have Unity, go on dark, and shut down. Showdown. So we'll go and do Showdown first, since it's at the top of the list. Oh. Again,
and detain any involved parties. The case is clear, and the matter is settled.
Understood. Bozeman will make...
Oh, please, you have to help me. I was framed. I bought these goods from a Ferengi merchant. Gwen was his name. He gave me a great price. I'll gladly hand the items over. Just don't arrest me. I'm begging you.
They're certainly making this interesting. Yellow alert?
Stay out of our way! We're here for the goods on that ship. Our contract doesn't prohibit the use of violence, so give us the containers and everyone lives to see tomorrow.
Open a channel to the Benthans. Perhaps we can work something out.
You are hereby deputized to assist the Benthan Authority with this issue. You will help us to bring these criminals to justice. Arm your weapons and commence your attack.
The Hazari claiming they have a contract to obtain the cargo.
The Hazari claims on the contraband are irrelevant. The laws on trafficking in this sector of space are clear. They are fortunate we did not find them in possession of the cargo already. Wishing to possess contraband isn't a crime. The Hazari are free to go, but if they interfere in our lawful duties, we are authorized to respond with appropriate force.
Captain Lyric had done nothing wrong. Can we work something out peacefully?
The law is the law. The captain, whether he wants to admit it or not, is part of the black market trade and trying to hide his guilt. The Hazari are nothing more than galactic bounty hunters. They must be stopped for civilization to lawfully continue. We will not ask you again. Arm your weapons and aid us, or join them when we pass judgment.
Very well. We'll help you deal with the Hazari. was kind of close. Is somebody have to heal? It's just the Bentham card. What? Wait.
Thank you. We will take this criminal back to Benthos for questioning. Once we have him squared away, we shall pursue the Ferengi. Good luck. You have our support.
I appreciate it. Let's check here. I think there was a low Iconian. Now we have Unity and Gone Dark.
I'm Logan Curtis of the Borg Cooperative. My vessel has taken heavy damage in battle, and several critical systems are on the verge of failure. Any assistance you can provide will be greatly appreciated. I realize you may not have reason to trust us, but I assure you, we are not your enemy. Assimilation is not our goal.
Helm, plot a course for the cooperative ship.
Thank you for the aid. The Cooperative has tried to seek peace with Species 6339, but to no effect. They do not see that although we are Borg, we are free of the Collective's influence and wish no harm to others.
What happened here?
Species 6339 ambushed us in this system. My vessel was equipped to deal with such a threat, but then the Vaadwaur happened upon our conflict. And the Vaadwaur see everyone as a target. They open fire on all of us. Now there are damaged ships on both sides. We would aid Species 6339 and show them we are not their enemy. But we will need your help.
You'll have it. Bozeman out.
We shall follow your lead.
Stay away from us. I want nothing to do with Borg collaborators. If you want to help, destroy those drones. If you're not willing to do that, then go and leave us in peace. We will do what must be done.
The cooperative is here to help. They wish to negotiate a truce.
Peace? Our species was nearly wiped out by the Borg, and now they seek peace? There is no peace with a drone. The will of the Collective remains in all of them, even if they claim to be free of it. Destroy them, and then we will talk to you about peace.
That's not going to happen. We're interested in peace between all parties.
Incoming Vaadwaur! More Vaadwaur are warping to our location.
Saved Cooperative helped us? Perhaps we were wrong. If the Cooperative is willing to fight against such odds. The Borg brought my people to the brink of extinction. Now the Vaadwaur are determined to finish us. If the Cooperative wants to unite against them, then our survival is more important than the past.
I'm glad we come to an agreement. What else do you need from us?
We will require your assistance to recover our other ships in the area. Then we can make a stand against the Vaadwaur.
We'll do what we can. So will the Cooperative.
We shall follow you to recover our allies.
Thank you for your assistance.
Oh, it's a waste of an Agni.
Thank you for the unexpected aid.
Are they gonna
We
talk
need to
some more?
recover one more ship.
Okay.
It should be close. It's a trap. The Vaadwaur will be here at any moment. You must retreat.
Nope.
The Cooperative will not be defended.
Okay. That's the big difference between playing an engineer and a tactical. Engineer
Only a
could
few
survive
more
that.
left. Let's finish this.
Oh, that's what that is. Wait. Why do I have a Tachyon drone? have one here for... Oh.
Thank you for your assistance.
Okay. Never mind, it makes sense.
It will take some work, but my people must see that these Borg were victims of the Collective, just as we were. If we hope to have any chance of rebuilding the Octanti civilization, we will need allies. And those alliances can only flourish once the Vaadwaur are defeated.
Starfleet and the Cooperative will be ready to help.
I believe we have taken an important step toward a truce with Species 6-3... with the Octanti. I think we have more in common than we realize. I'm not reading any Vaadwaur craft on sensors. We'll handle things from here. Thank you once again for your assistance. The Cooperative will remember your goodwill, and I suspect the Octanti will as well.
So I think I equipped this just for the tier 2 bonuses on here. Not sure that's correct, but it's there. At least I have easy consoles to actually get rid of. I don't think this does anything beyond that. I didn't read what the drone does. It just does kinetic damage. And reveals cloak if there is a cloak ship. Alright. Gone dark. I think this is the one you get yelled at by Jarek.
Good to see you. Let's get to work. The Malon once used this system as a dump site. However, the radiation levels have been dropping. We investigated and found that the Vaadwaur had chased the Malon away. Our intelligence indicates the Vaadwaur are expecting us to deploy surveillance beacons into the area, which is why we have done just that.
Go on.
We've learned they plan to ambush us when we retrieve the data from the beacons. When that happens, they'll go from hunter to prey. The beacons are now, in essence, Vaadwaur bait.
What's your plan?
We will counterattack the Vaadwaur, disable one of their ships, and recover the intel data from their systems. We will then analyze the data to determine their recent movements and objectives.
What are they looking for?
We want to locate one of their main bases. So far, we've had little luck in finding where they hole up when they're not on the attack. This should change that. Time's a factor here. Let's get to work and scan the beacons. We wouldn't want to disappoint the Vaadwaur, now would we?
Set a course for the first beacon. Oops. That was not the button I wanted to press.
Good to see. We will count.
Coming here was foolish. Now suffer the fate of all fools.
have the data. And company. Thanks, company. The legendary Vaadwaur paranoia. We should expect heightened resistance as we move forward.
Did you find what you needed?
Initial analysis of the data we acquired from them isn't turning up much. I'm afraid we caught a small fish this time. Let's continue, shall we? I look forward to seeing what swims up to nibble at our bait next time.
Indeed. Helm, take us to the next beacon. Oh, that might help too.
You're not leaving here alive.
Excellent. Let's see what's in this ship's database. Another successful day at the pond. Let's see what secrets our latest catch has to share with us.
Standing by.
Ah, our fish has swum through many waters indeed. I think we have something here. The ship's been to a couple of systems often. One system comes up more than the other. That's probably where their base is, but we need to be sure. I'm afraid we need to do some more fishing.
Understand? Well, let's head to the next beacon.
Fire at will! Destroy the intruder!
So, you would assume, just some logic talk here, if they've had all these beacons set up as an ambush, and the first two patrols that come to attack who is one of these, you would assume that they would be like, oh, there's something going on there, nobody's coming back.
Destroy it! Open fire! All weapons!
I think I need to...
Don't tolerate your kind.
I need to move that agony location on the bar. Stupid gravitational like
It appears the Vaadwaur aren't amused by our angling efforts. We may be wearing out our welcome here.
Did you find what you needed?
I'm afraid not. This vessel was assigned a patrol in another sector, and came in response to a distress beacon from earlier. It hasn't been to either of the systems we're looking at as a potential base location. It's risky, but I'm willing to cast my line one more time. Will you join me?
I think it's worth a risk. Let's go to the final beacon.
formalities. A large Vodwar strike force is en route to this position at high warp. I doubt they're coming to exchange pleasantries.
Yes, Commander, we're expecting them.
Expecting? We'll continue this conversation soon. For the moment, I suggest you prepare for the fight of your life.
Acknowledged, Commander. Bozeman out.
Your time has passed, and now the quadrant is ours.
Why I like to do the Mokai patrols, because they have an obvious patrol. I think I'm dead. They have an obvious patrol launch-in point. Actually, to be 100% honest, the cannons here, stupid gravitation on deck. Yeah. Maybe if I was like a little bit more powerful when I tried to do these on a normal basis, the Delta Quadrant ones. It's mainly because that stupid cannon thing that they do. He just stoked.
Only a few Vodwar remaining. Let's do what must be done here.
But yeah, that stupid cannon ability is really annoying when it comes to actually fighting them. Actually, a little bit more annoying now that I'm playing a tactical, not an engineer, because engineer...
I see. Vodwar activity.
We will close that out. By the way, I'm assuming that whoever, I forget who we're actually dealing with here. I'm assuming that they must be former Tashyar, because they're very sneaky in what they do. But
Now then, let's discuss what's going on here. Judging by the company you're keeping, I guess it involves some unorthodox operations. What mischief has Sub-Commander Sahen dragged you into? And how can I extract you from it?
we were looking for...
Ah, Commander Jirok. So glad you could join our little fishing trip today. Our Mischief is an operation aimed at discovering the location of a hidden Vodwar base. We were hoping to glean that data from one of the Vodwar ships we lured here. But, as you can see, they were quite indisposed. Permanently so, in point of fact.
We've narrowed our search down to 2 systems.
I see. Vodwar activity in this region is a growing concern. Finding this base is a worthy objective. How can I be of assistance?
Join the search. Investigate the area of one of the locations we've discovered.
Very well. We'll set course for the first location on your list.
Good hunting, Commander.
Don't mind Commander Jirok. She and I have a personal disagreement from another lifetime. Not the cleanest ending to this operation, but Jirok can see what the Vodwar are up to in one system, while I take a look at the other.
Sorry, gathering rewards. Seems like one of you will find something.
Yes. Well, between us, I hope she finds nothing but an old toothless Vodwar merchant selling fat tribbles and fake Tranya.
Best of luck with that.
I'll take all the luck I can get. Comes in handy in my line of work. Thanks again for your help. Perhaps you and I can go fishing again sometime. Until then, may the elements watch over you.
Yeah, she's definitely former Tel'Shar. Alright.
The Vaadwaur are invading the Kobali homeworld, and I'm not inclined to let them succeed. Go to Kobali Prime and do what you can to stop the invasion.
Yes, ma'am.
There's something interesting I'd like...
Actually, kind of curious on how long this is going to take.
Hello, I'm Captain Harry Kim, Starfleet's military liaison to Kobali Prime. The Vaadwaur have been assaulting the Kobali homeworld for months now. The Kobali are near a breaking point. They're not trained for war, not like the Vaadwaur. The Alliance is here to stop the Vaadwaur and help the Kobali reclaim their home. You and several others will be leading our forces here. I'll be doing some investigations to help support the effort. Good luck.
Fighting this war for nearly a year now, and it's taking a toll on our troops. We are a peaceful people. This is the first time my soldiers have been exposed to death and destruction on this scale. They're demoralized and depressed, and I'm concerned about the long-term effects on their mental health. You have more experience than we do in battle. It would help if you could speak to our soldiers and share your insights. Please stop by the medbay. Some of the wounded there have asked to meet you.
Sure, not 100% sure how they know who I am, but sure, I'll head over there.
The Vaadwaur are attacking ships in the Orlitis system. The Romulans are sending the Lisette to assist them, and I want you to back them up. There's something interesting.
So, that's mainly because you can actually skip this ground battle. Though, in order to complete the Delta story arc within the transponder, you need to do the Kobali front. Do all of the acts of the Kobali front, but you know, because he completed this portion right here, it gave us the next one. And I am actually going to hide that for right now. And then we're going to go here, and we're going to make that our primary.
You're part of the reinforcements that everyone was talking about. Please, you have to stop the Vaadwaur. We can't lose our home. Not after it took us so long to find it.
I promise you I will do everything I can to help.
5th time I've been in the med bay. Don't think I can go out again after this. Could you take over for me? Everyone here is so scared of the Vaudois. Someone has to be strong.
I won't make a stand against the Vaudois, though. You are in a war zone, so you might want to get over that fear.
My brother, my sister, they're both dead. I couldn't help them. You have to avenge them. Make their deaths worth something. Do what I could not.
Vaudois will pay for everything they've done to you.
Thank you. It may not seem like much, but you've given those soldiers hope. We have several officers who were recently promoted, who might need some additional training, as well as several tasks that could use your presence. Would you mind taking one of them along to let him shadow you? There is so much we could learn from an experienced Starfleet officer.
Of course, your officer can shadow me. What tasks do you need to have done?
Many groups of our soldiers have become demoralized over the course of this war. I've tried my best to motivate them, but nothing has worked. They are all aware you are an expert commander with more battle experience than any Kobali. Could you visit groups of our soldiers and motivate them to keep fighting?
I'll go find one of your Takunis and then help motivate the soldiers. Made up words. Alrighty. Call the captain out.
Reporting for duty, sir. It is a pleasure to watch you in action, sir. Wow, I haven't seen the soldiers that motivated in a while. How did you know what to say to inspire them like that? I've tried before, but it did no good.
You don't get to be an admiral without learning how to inspire people. You learn over time.
Interesting. Well, keep going. I'll watch what you do and see if I can do that in the future.
Let's go find some more soldiers to help out. God, this dialogue sometimes.
This is Captain Kim. I found some information for you.
Why are there so many torques and nanotorques lying around?
Permission to speak freely.
Granted. What is it, Captain?
Something isn't right here. I've done some investigating, and I don't think the Kobali are being entirely truthful with us.
What have you found?
Not so much found, as observed. The Vaudois clearly have superior firepower, tactics, and training, right? So why haven't they already wiped the Kobali out? They haven't hesitated to do so on other worlds. Sure, the Kobali have a shield around the capital, but they've been fighting the Vaudois for months now, and they're consistently losing troops and territory. I don't understand how the Vaudois haven't already taken the capital and finished this.
Unless the Vaudois' goal was not to take the city.
Exactly. There has to be some other objective for the Vaudois here, and we need to find out what it is. We have to help the Kobali, and we can't do it if we're blinded.
I want you to continue investigating this while I help the war efforts.
Understood. I won't let you down.
Excellent. I will turn to the general and see what he needs.
We can't stop until the Vaadwaur leave our world.
I've done what I could in the city.
Thank you for your assistance. Your presence here means we're not fighting alone anymore. That's more important than you know. My son is in the trenches now, and he could use your... Wait, what's that?
What is it?
The Vaadwaur are at the gates. You have to help us.
Kim here. Something definitely isn't right. The General is waiting for you. I'll keep trying to figure this out.
You know, my main issue with this storyline, with this planet, is that it looks very similar to a Old Republic world. Color scheme is actually the same, like the fact that there's a war going on and things like that. Even the art of the everything looks basically the same. And like the rock side over here and stuff like that, like it looks very Old Republic in its texturing. And every time I see this planet, it's the only thing I think of is that it's almost like they try to copy an idea.
We can't. My son Jitanian is commanding our forces outside the city. The Vaadwaur should never have reached us without so much as a warning from him. Something must have happened. Here is his position in the field. Take the nearby transporter and make your way to his command post. He may need assistance.
Sure. You will notice, like, when you're on here, there's a lot of side stuff to do. Like this over here, this, whatever that's going on over there. You actually don't need to do those. Just follow whatever the mission tells you to do. Because there's a lot of side stuff to do on this planet to get you distracted.
We're hanging in there, but we could use your help.
Hatchon, you're the general's son?
I am, although I understand your confusion. Cabali reproduce by reanimating corpses and then integrating them into our society. We're assigned to existing family groups who teach and care for us. My first life was a long one. I don't remember it, however. I am Cabali, and my father is a source of inspiration and wisdom for me.
Wait, what?
My people do not reproduce in what you would consider a normal fashion. Instead, we use a genetic virus to alter the DNA of corpses from other species, reanimating them and transforming them into Cabali. We call this process rebirth. The process takes several months. Afterward, a new Cabali is assigned to a family group who will help him or her adjust to our culture and learn our language. All memories of the Constaya or past life are left behind. It can be difficult to accept this new life, and my father was of great help to me during this time. Some Cabali cannot accept the change and flee to search for their former lives. In these cases, it's our duty to find these lost souls and help them return.
Well, why do you reproduce in this way?
This is not something we normally discuss with outsiders. Suffice it to say, our ancestors experimented with forces they did not understand, and we were irrevocably changed by their folly. Faced with our own extinction, we found a way to survive. Now rebirth is the greatest gift we can give to the dead. Who wouldn't want a second chance at life?
Let's see. The general said you needed help?
Yes, we have two problems. Our transporters in our forward base have stopped working, and troop morale is low after the last attack. Could you give us a hand by getting more soldiers back into the fight? I'm still looking into the issue with the transporters.
I'll see what I can do to help for your soldiers. This reminds me. Just gonna head back there for a moment and actually grab the transporter. It makes me wonder, so I never watched the Voyager episode that dealt with the Cabali, but man, if the virus that, wow, I just completely just did the long way around. The virus that changes someone into a Cabali. Wait, does already? Do I already have the? Never mind. The virus that turns somebody into a Cabali. What happens if that actually becomes viral? If it and becomes a pandemic, gets onto a ship. Next thing you know, 2,000 people have suddenly turned into Cabali. I'm not sure that Cabali are the best people to talk to, or especially if their stuff has the possibility to change a large group of people into them. In most sci-fi stories, they would actually be the bad guy.
Thank you. The soldiers have been beaten down so much I can barely keep them going, but they seem bolstered by the outside help. We still have no idea what's disrupting our transporters. Maybe you can find something on the Vaudoir or from any of their crates in that area.
I'll figure out how to get the transporters working. Alright, I gotta find the crates. A lot of people online today. Here. do 5 crates. See, now it's possible just to avoid like this right here, because that's just another mission. You don't have to do those in order to complete the storyline. Okay. I believe there's one more around here somewhere. That is the side mission. Alright. Should be one more without having to go deep into the start killing stuff. Wait. Oh. Or I could have just killed people. Just gonna walk out of here so I can do this. Send the data back to the Bozeman. We need to find a way to disable the inhibitors. Good work. Let's go disable the beacons. Make it a transporter. If I'm right, this is the best way? Question mark? Yeah, because you just need to make it up to this point. This is another found mission. Yep.
Captain Kim here. I need to speak to you as soon as you return to the city.
On the way.
I've been noticing something strange. When I first met the Kabali, they didn't seem to be a particularly religious people. Lindsay, Jedliah I mean, certainly didn't say anything about it. However, now, almost every Kabali I've met follows one creed. And there's a temple located just beyond the trenches. I've tried to find out more about their practices, but they keep telling me it's forbidden to share them with outsiders.
Do you think this is a religious war?
Maybe, but I don't remember the Vaadwaur having a particular belief system either. This may not be much, but I'll continue my investigations. Maybe this one is a dead end.
Keep it up, Captain Kim. Counting on your information.
week.
Congratulations.
I'm sorry, but could you return later? I believe you need a break. You've already done so much for us. We couldn't possibly ask you for more. Thank you again.
Oh. Apparently had specialization points waiting. I didn't know I did. And welcome people watching the stream. If you kind of just going to say this as I have people coming in. If you do like what you see, go ahead and hit that like button. If you'd like to see more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, and you will hear when I stream some more, or if I ever release a video. But thank you again for watching.
I've discovered a few interesting things that can help us with the Cabali. Do you have anything on your end?
Only that the general's acting odd. What do you have?
I've been thinking. Our only way to find out what the Cabali are hiding is through the Vaadwaur. We need to find out where they're focusing their attacks, and then why. That may be able to shed some light on the situation.
Do you know how the Vaadwaur communicate with one another in the field?
Yes. My crew was looking into why our signal jammers weren't working, and we found that the Vaadwaur have comm beacons in all of their camps that act as a miniature subspace array. They can't be jammed because they're shielded, and they provide all the Vaadwaur need for controlled, secure communications. Ingenious, really. I wonder if the Starfleet Corps of Engineers could whip up something like that for us. If B'Elanna were here, I'm sure she could. Anyway, if we could place a trace on one of the Vaadwaur beacons...
You'd have access to all their communications.
Exactly. Once we find out where the Vaadwaur plan to attack, we can reinforce the Cabali and find out what.
Oops. Reinforce convoy. If anything, they're hiding. There are 4 communicate arrays in the trenches. Planning on a trace on each of them would allow the engineers on your ship to spy the Vaadwaur. Go to the trenches. Apply a trace on the Vaadwaur communications array. Had a very, very clicky finger there. My trigger finger is ready to go. Yeah, one of these days I'm gonna have to load up the Old Republic again and just kind of do a side-by-side comparison to both planets. Very busy today. Just gonna make this really fast. Hello. I don't know if you saw what happened, but Marshal Janeway turned him into a drone, and he got killed by my beam. That's good times. Can I do this without drawing attention? Nobody sees. Oh, dang it. That was kind of hoping for a ninja vanish, but I didn't get it. Ow. Oh, we got another board. You know, I was honestly kind of hoping that not playing engineer, I didn't get these random attack, random damage off in the middle of nowhere. Alright. Yeah, engineer is my favorite class, but man, when you start getting like 10 drones out, it's hard not to have it attack everything in sight. Huh. I think that's the first time I realized I actually look at you. Thank you. Connect me to Captain Kim. He needs to hear about this. Probably stand over here. This is the least likely to spawn here. And
Your timing is impeccable. A large squad of armed Kabali just left, but they wouldn't say where they were going. Did you find any information?
the Vaadwaur are after the Kabali temple, not the city.
The temple? That must be where the Kabali are going. We have to help the Kabali defend that temple. Afterwards, maybe we can see why it's so important to the Vaadwaur.
Agreed. I'll go to the temple and support the Kabali. Oh. That was kind of unfortunate for them. In this case, that's why you actually use rifles and not pistols. Easy peasy. There was, yeah, a loot box. Apparently a couple loot boxes.
The temple is secure and the doors to it are still open? This is our chance. Go ahead. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Understood. We'll be waiting for you inside the temple.
Looks like we've made it to the lowest level of the temple. Let's see what's in there.
Thank you. If you are here, then it means our secret is revealed. I am sorry, but we did what we needed to survive.
Do you know how to open this door?
Take this. It is the code to open the door. Please, do not judge our people too harshly. You would have done the same if you faced extinction.
We'll see.
That's a lot of stasis pods. Let's get a scan of these. We need to know more.
Scan for the history of the stasis tubes. Scan data on the empty pods. Send the data to the Bozeman.
I never imagined that we would find this. The Vaudois aren't fighting the Kabali over territory. They want their people back. This is why the Kabali stopped wandering. Everything they needed was here. It's not right. Some of the Vaudois in the stasis tubes could still be revived. The Vaudois are a dying race. Their methods may be extreme, but they're doing what they think they need to do to survive, just like the Kabali are.
You're right, Captain Kim. We need to do something about this.
I'm glad you agree with me. We need to take this information to the General and get him to explain why they hid this from us. If the Kabali had been up front with us from the start, we could have figured out a better solution for this.
I agree. Let's go meet the general.
You've both returned.
General, we know about the temple. When were you going to tell us?
Secrecy protected our future, Captain.
How are we supposed to help you if you won't even tell us what the problem is?
That's enough, Captain.
Captain Dralia, you're late.
The Kazon delayed me. What's the situation? I see. Captain Kim, no matter our personal feelings, we must follow the Prime Directive. We are not here to change the Kabali culture. We are here to protect them.
We'll talk more about this in private. I'm sure we'll see you again soon.
Before we begin, I must apologize on behalf of the Kabali people. We meant no harm in using the Vadwar. When we found the stasis pods, many of them were damaged beyond saving. We honored their fallen by using their forms to preserve our species. The Vadwar, however, do not... Our ways are difficult to understand. For some, they may be reprehensible. No matter what the Vadwar think, we cannot end this practice without dooming our species to extinction. And that we will not do. Jetanian has sent word that he needs aid. Are you willing to help him?
Willing, not excited about it though. So if this was me and I wasn't playing a game, I probably would have just said, you've dug your own grave here, and I would have pulled out all forces. Because it would have been a really good way to start peace talks with the Vadwal.
We're hanging in there, but we could use your help.
Your father said you needed some more support?
Yes, thank you for coming. One of our bases has been overrun. That facility contained research vital to our cause. Could you go to the base, recover the data, and bring it to one of our forward command posts? One of our scientists will be there waiting for you.
I'll recover the data from the overrun base. Actually, I'm gonna take a break from this for right now. Mainly because these have all reset. Do I have enough? I don't have enough ECU. I need to head back to the city. Time is left on this? Very soon. Soon, TM. Soon. Deposit, and then Just out of curiosity. So these are 180, 70,000, so 14 more days. 14 times 30 is 300. 4 times 3 is 1200. 520. So I have all the marks I need to complete all of the reps. Which means at this point I'm just collecting marks to do the retrains, the fleet modules, and I need to get 2 more items. I think one from the Romulan rep and one from the Terran rep, I believe, which are only available at rep 6. Alright. Get those started. So, we're going to change characters out. I don't have a whole lot of characters I have doing stuff right now. These are all part of my daily routine. I generally actually do these during the day, but I was up late last night because I was watching Trizander. If you don't subscribe to me, please subscribe to him. He's very entertaining. If you do subscribe to me, you should be subscribed to him. He's very entertaining. Change characters. Over to my Klingon recruit. One of these days I'm going to go through and I'm actually going to complete these recruits. Complete them all out. Right now I've only done enough on them to complete their portion of the Delta recruits. So I've only done enough of the like the Delta missions for like this guy to get the Klingon versions of these missions. Yeah. One of these days I'll finish them. Soon. Except for maybe the Admiralty. Admiralty, it gets really expensive, especially now that all those tier 5 Infinity ships are 5K or 5 million. I kept on saying 5K yesterday, and I was going over my video watching it, and I was just like, shaking my head. Alright, yeah, so I did that one. So we're gonna exit out of this account. We're going to go back over to the main account. This is the main account. No, don't do that. It gave me a about ready to crash message. All right. If you ever come because you're curious on what the ship is in my screenshot, it is in that ship. It is this ship, and technically I fly the ship on my other account. Only difference is I don't have access to I believe it's the pylons and the nacelles I need in order to make it correct. So this character is kind of my Pokemon account. I call it a Pokemon account because he basically is designed to try to collect as much stuff as possible. And that includes ships and other stuff. So like with my ships, I just have a large portion of ships that I've been going through. And every now and then on my Twitch account, you'll see me streaming, unlocking the traits on here. Which is twitch.com/Zazashatan, I'm pretty sure. If you search for Zazashatan on Twitch, I'm there. But, yeah. Trying to collect stuff on here, and the main thing I'm trying to do, I already have 20 R&Ds on 2 other characters, but I just wanted a character that had access to everything. That I could just easily just go through, and if I needed to craft something, I could just go to that character and craft stuff, and if I needed other stuff, and since this was the character I spend most of my time on, then I thought it would just be easier to do this character, so I'm in the process of trying to level them up to R&D 20. It's taking some time. Now, technically, you don't ever really need to get your R&Ds up to 20. It really doesn't do much. All it does is make it so that your and I can actually go to a different character just to show. All it does is just make it so that the lower tier stuff, the 100% purples just are higher up on what tier you can get. Though most people will say that if you're going to, so we'll do beam arrays. So I believe you can get a purple still at 6. Yeah, guaranteed purple at Mark 6. What is it at Mark 8? So yeah, you're basically near and Mark 8, but realistically, if you're going to create items like this, you're going to do it at a Mark 2 anyway. That's the reason why they say it doesn't really matter, because you're just going to do a very rare at Mark 2, and then you're just going to upgrade it from Mark 2 on up to what you need it to be, and then you have a chance to get ultra rares and other stuff at that point, just by leveling it up. So it is suggested just to do it at Mark 2. That's the reason why it doesn't really matter. All right, let's switch back. Oh. There we are. Back to Dolan. Yeah, so I was saying yesterday that I have characters that I use, that I do, I make recruits, and then I level them up, and then I had some extra fleet marks and fleet credits that I use to purchase bridge officers from the fleet store. This is what I mean. So, like I'll make these. Temporal's actually pretty good. because the tier 6, if you get one up to tier 6 in your rep, one of your reps up to tier 6, the reward is an X upgrade. So just collect these, gather your, do your, just, well, the reason why I make these is because I use them because you get a lot of extra free marks. I just use them to just get some extra dill, basically, by doing the rep. And so you're going to end up hitting mark or tier 6 in your rep anyway. So then you just have I have 6 recruits. Yeah. So this is 6 recruits I'll get X upgrades from. And realistically, you don't have to really level them too hard. Probably takes a week or 2 weeks, depending on how much time you're going to actually spend on them. But you can get them up to level 60, and then you already have 500 free marks to all the reps anyway. And you need 625 to get to complete tier 5. So yeah, it already almost gets you there. So yeah, so I collect recruits to get free deal. I'm not working on them right now because I have a recruit to work on, and I actually really need to complete this recruit. And the problem with the temporal recruits, when you're actually completing it, they take a lot of effort. They take a lot of effort. All right, we're back here, and of course it kicked me out of there because I left the game. No wait, no, I was already here. No, I was here. Because I was getting to the bank. All right, let's head back out to the field. Looks like this has started again. I'm just going to completely avoid that. And as I've said before, if you like what you see, go ahead and give me a like. If you'd like to see more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, and you'll get notifications then when I stream again, or if I post a video. I actually enjoy streaming better than I do than posting videos, because streaming, it doesn't require the 4 hours of video editing afterwards. But I'll eventually. There's some video ideas I have, so eventually I'm going to post up some videos. Hello! Oh, I got 3. I got 1 behind the wall. As Mickey Mouse would say, I've killed 7 with 1 blow. Shiny computer console is another quest. Again, you don't have to do those. Oh, I don't know how you survived, but congratulations. I'm trying to remember it all. Couldn't just let me pass, could you? Another mission. Just gonna take these guys out. Did my android, did he just randomly attack somebody? Alright. Shiny boxes? Oh, there's a shiny box. Okay, right away. I think 1 more box is what I need. Wherever you are. Shiny boxes. Shiny boxes. I guess I'm outside the area here. Where is that last shiny box? If you see a shiny box, please let me know. Shiny box. Is it over here? It is over there. Alright, Kamarkis for the win! Oh, hey. Gonna avoid that. It's just a side quest. Got there. Hey, the level went up. Yeah. If it wasn't for like the large blockiness of the walls here, where it looks like it's, that's what makes it look like the Old Republic. It's just the Old Republic style. Every time I'm on this planet, it's just the Old Republic. Just.
Thank goodness you're here. You've recovered the data from our lost base? Excellent. I knew you could get the job done. Now, we need your expertise on several issues we're encountering.
I am here.
The scientist in our camp could use your help. We are examining the bodies of fallen Vaadwaur and are encountering a type of chemical we have never seen before. We're hoping you may have the resources to identify what the chemical is.
What did you find? Interesting. I'll take this data to the field commander. This, by the way, is brilliant. If you're fighting a war where the enemy uses your corpses to make more of their soldiers, making it so they can't be turned into the enemy soldiers is actually a really good idea. It's, if you put it into the aspect of like a zombie apocalypse, making it so that a corpse can't be raised up as a zombie, very, very brilliant. And this is the reason why I would definitely be on the side of the Vaadwaur in this one, if it was a real life situation. I have data on those chemicals.
Excellent work. We've already lost several scouts assigned to search the Vaadwaur bases for this information. Oh no! This could be devastating! The Vaadwaur intend to destroy our ability to reproduce! We need more information about this chemical.
Wait, you are transforming Vargwar killed in the battle into Kabali?
Of course we are. What else would we do with them? We give the Fallen a chance to be reborn. And now that the Vaadwaur are attempting to eliminate our entire species, we must take every opportunity to expand it.
Don't you think the Vaadwaur would find this dishonorable?
Dishonorable? We believe that not turning a lost soul into a Kabali is a grave insult. It is saying that person was so despised, so destructive, that they do not deserve a second chance at life. I would not wish that upon anyone, not even the Vaadwaur.
Let's get back to the matter at hand. What are you planning?
We have already lost several scouts trying to get this information. Now we need to focus our efforts on obtaining samples of this chemical. We have no scouts to spare, so you will have to take up the charge to recover chemical samples, either from dead Vaadwaur or canisters left in the field.
Are you certain your other scouts aren't dead?
We have reports that they may still be alive. However, we have to act fast on this new lead. If we do not strike now and gather more samples, the Vaadwaur could potentially stockpile more of these chemicals. It is a regrettable decision, but we must consider the future of our people. Our scouts knew the dangers of their mission.
The scouts are more important. I'll rescue them. Should be one more. What the heck is this? A side quest person? Oh, there they are. I think. We'll head over to the abandoned Vaadwaur base. I feel like this right here reminds me of Ord Mandel. There's a mission that has you come to a location like this there. Oh, that poor boar. Never had a chance at second life.
I'm here with reinforcements. We have to form a plan of attack. I'll try to override the console. We need to get these shield generators working.
info is all yours. Get all the data you can from it.
Have you found anything? If that's true, then the Vaudouar intend to infect everyone on the planet, living and dead, with this virus. If they succeed, it could mean the extinction of the Cabali people. I'll stay here to gather more data. Recommend you inform the Cabali immediately.
Commander, Vaudouar are planning to spread the anti-Cabali serum to all the species.
We can't let this happen. The Vaudouar clearly want more than this planet. They want to drive us to extinction. Please, take this news to General Cunell. We've repaired the transporter at this base, so you should be able to come and go as you please.
I'll speak to the General at once.
The Vaudouar plan to make all organisms immune to rebirth? They have gone far beyond what I thought they were capable of. This is no mere war. This is an attempt at genocide. I will inform the members of the Alliance at once. We may need to move battle operations forward to combat this new threat. We will need your help again soon enough. Our forward base in the hills has new information regarding the Vaudouar's chemical attack plans. Can you meet with Hanshin Sadalor about this new intel? I imagine, given our track record, that this will not be as easy a task as it sounds.
Alright. So, that's actually probably a good time for me to end this. Again, if you've liked what you've seen, go ahead and hit that like button. If you would like to see more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. You'll get notifications when I stream again. I do appreciate watching if you have been watching. And thank you again. And hope you have a good day. I would say we're almost towards the end of this. The rest of the Cabali planet here. Basically everything from here on up is basically trying to just move forward and doing some minor stuff along the way. So the planet's actually almost done. Probably only have an hour at the most on the planet, just because the way the rest of the stuff is. We'll probably won't be tomorrow. I have a game tomorrow for Pathfinder 2, but we'll probably come back on Tuesday, try to get through the Cabali, and then as for the rest of the missions here, it's really hard to say because the Delta storyline is kind of a long one. Because this is trying to remember a lot of this stuff. Yeah, we still have a lot to do, so, in the Delta storyline, but I'm trying to remember, I think Iconian is the last arc we have to go through here. No, Delta, Iconian, Future Proof, and then Yesterday's. So we have a lot to do. But again, if you have been watching, thank you for watching. I hope you have